Maido. Hi there, Japan fans. In today's show, we're going to talk about persuasion power. Present, Master Shimashou. This is the 5th year of the Presentation Japan Series podcast. We are beaming around the world to you from sunny Minato-ku in Tokyo. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy committed to your success, the president of Dale Carnegie Training Tokyo, Japan, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. My new book, in Japanese, Za Eigyo, is now available on Amazon. Become a better speaker who is clear, confident, persuasive, and highly influential with those around you. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn, who, unlike many other podcast hosts, have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesdays, the Presentations Japan Series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan Series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan Series. Every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. This is episode number 273. Today we're talking about persuasion power eats everything for breakfast. Intuitively, we know that people who can command an audience, energize teams, excite customers, and secure decisions through their persuasion power are successful individuals. Did they gain persuasion power because they were successful, or did they become successful through their persuasion power? We know it is the latter. Given we all know this, then why are so few business people successful as speakers? I attended a Chamber of Commerce annual general meeting, which just shocked me. It hadn't dawned on me that as part of the proceedings, those aspiring for a position on the board had to get up and say why they should be selected. When I realized this prospect was looming, I thought to myself, this will be interesting. There were some serious corporations, very serious heavy hitters, assembled to joust for seats on the committee. What a revelation. Almost none of them could string a 5-minute talk together extolling their own virtues. I was wondering how on earth they were allowed to represent their brands with such an underwhelming facility in persuasion power. Why didn't their companies invest in making them presentation and promotion advocates, advancing the brand's credibility? As often happens, though, they didn't get the training. They just got the responsibility for their big enterprise's revenue production. They toiled long and hard in the engine rooms of their companies, becoming outstanding individual performers. Often, they started as technical people, typically engineers, who were excellent in their field of speciality. Promotion after promotion led them to run the operation. Getting to the top and being able to successfully promote the brand are not the same thing. The apex of the organization narrows down to only a limited number of contenders for the top positions. Those who have the technical skills, the experience, and the ability to persuade others will self-select themselves for the top job. The logical conclusion is to not wait until you get promoted to garner the facility to persuade, but to grab that skill set so that you are the one who gets promoted. Promoting oneself and being really good at what you do are also not a given. We have to be intelligent, competent, industrious, patient, and strategic. At the same time, we should get training and grab every single opportunity to promote our personal and professional brands through presenting. Once we get more ability, we'll be given more opportunities for big events and larger venues. Being able to present to a large audience is good, but being able to keep presenting to larger audiences is even better. We scale up our capacity to dominate any sized venue as we learn the intricacies of each step on the ladder. The chances, though, of getting a series of large events from the very start are low. We have to put in the sustained work and build up our presenting nous, skills, and confidence. Find out more when we come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public programs, but we also do custom-made in-house classes. Now, we do them in our super safe classroom, we do them live online, and we do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. Today's show is being brought to you by, on the 2nd of February, our Dale Carnegie course. On the 3rd of February, we have our 2-day high-impact presentations course. On the 8th of February, we have our Confident English course. On the 14th of February, our Leadership Training for Managers course. Check out our website at www.dale-carnegie, carnegie.co.jp. Lots and lots of value for you there. Now, to do better in Japan, email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, that's the Bible for selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery, and my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery. If you like learning by watching videos, there are over 1,000 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, which is the premier business show in Japan, comes out Mondays. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders in Japan from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Don't forget, you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. My recent TED Talk was speech number 546 for me. So, you would think that would be a dawdle for such an experienced presenter. What I immediately realized, though, was the scale was different. It wasn't a typical large venue. It was a vast global audience. Normally, if you underperform in your talk, only the assembled business people know about it. If you do a poor job on your TED Talk, then you're exposing your personal brand to the entire world and exposing it forever. In my case, it's even worse because I teach presentation skills professionally. I also have my global Dale Carnegie colleagues and all of my competitors watching like hawks. I also recently published my book on presenting in Japan, Raising the Bar on Expectations. On the other hand, if you are under the spotlight and you do a professional job, then your brand becomes global and your credibility goes up. It looks like there is no safety net when presenting on the big stage, but that is not quite true. Yes, you only have yourself to rely on for the success or failure of the talk. No one can sweep in from the wings of the stage and rescue you from a self-induced disaster. What people see on stage is only the tip of the presenting iceberg. Be it the experienced presenter or the novice, there is one huge escape hatch from speaking catastrophe, and that is rehearsal. This is such an obvious thing. You just have to wonder, why even raise it? What is amazing, though, is that the vast majority of business talks are given once, delivered to the live audience, and that is it. Investing time and effort into the rehearsals will do more for a person's personal and professional brand than any other factor. I teach company presidents how to deliver their speeches, and the before and after versions are comprehensive validations for why everyone should rehearse as much as possible. I'm there to coach and provide feedback for them, but any speaker can get valuable feedback and rehearsal if they know how to do it. Never ask, how was it? A torrent of confidence-crushing critique will land on your head immediately. Instead, ask, what was I doing well, and what can I do to improve it? Do that every time, and you will maximize the effectiveness of the feedback during your rehearsals. Persuasion power eats everything for breakfast should be our business community mantra. We know this is true, but are we doing anything about honing our presenting facility? Hope is not much of a strategy for becoming a persuasive speaker. Getting professional training, rehearsing, and seizing every opportunity to give talks are the keys to success. With greater responsibility comes a requirement to be highly persuasive. So, let's get to work and become highly persuasive, fully primed to step up. Thank you for joining the Presentations Japan series. If you got value from today's show, spread the love around and share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Immediately apply what you have learned today, use it, and go out there and become a presentations legend. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.